So are you bored of creating images with Midjourney again and again and not really getting anything out of that? Well, worry no more, because in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys 15 plus brilliant Midjourney prompts to create impossibly realistic stock images that could actually sell. Like, you can go ahead and sell them in different platforms like Etsy, Fiverr, and many others. So let's just not waste any more time and jump right into those amazing Midjourney prompts that could create you stock images that you can actually sell. Alright guys, so here I am in my Midjourney, and as you guys can see right over here that I've been creating stock images for you guys that you can go ahead and sell on different platforms such as Etsy or Fiverr. Like you guys can see right over here, like I have typed Midjourney images and people are actually selling prompts, all those images for different prices, right? So you can go ahead and be creative in Midjourney. And by saying that, I basically cracked down the prompts for you guys that can actually go ahead and create amazing stock images for you guys. So you can go ahead and sell those on Etsy, Fiverr, and get handsome amount of money out of those, all right? So first of all, if you're wondering how you can create prompts, so yeah, it's really easy. We're gonna go ahead and take our same Microsoft Copilot as our prompt generator. So I went ahead and provided my prompt that create me Midjourney prompts like this. So first of all, I have taken this category, super close-up view of a fly's right eye. And you know, for my topic, brilliant Midjourney prompts to create impossibly realistic stock images that sell, okay? So it has basically provided me a few of the prompts related to the topic, which was super close-up view of a fly's right eye, okay? So here are some of the macro shot or close-up view prompts for our stock images. So you can go ahead and play around with that. And after that, you can go ahead and research on the topics that are really famous for your stock images that you can go ahead and create with different variations, with different subject, with different camera angles, with the help of Microsoft Copilot. Okay, so one by one, I have taken different topics. So the next one is perfectly positioned natural setting. Imagine you from inside an anthill. So we have more prompts for this topic right over here. Then same, I have taken this topic, too close for comfort, and we have more prompts for that. Then we have a few more different topics. So take a look over here. I have basically tons of prompts that I created just with one click out of Microsoft Copilot. So we're gonna go ahead and test those in Midjourney and see how they're gonna look, okay? All right, so first of all, we have some prompts for our macro close-up shot. So first of all, I basically type in a prompt, super close-up of a human eye, highlight the unique patterns of the iris and the reflection in the pupil for a captivating image. And I've taken aspect ratio as 3:2 because you guys know, like, you know, for the stock images, the 3:2 is the standard aspect ratio. Okay, so take a look at these images. Wow, these look absolutely perfect. Like you haven't seen anything like this before. Like these are really, really realistic. These are macro shots. These are close-up. And take a look at the detail into that. Like we are seeing detail in the eye. Like take a look at the eyelashes, the color, the iris, the pupil. Everything is to the point, right? And if you take a look at the next example, I said extreme close-up of a cat's whiskers, highlight the texture and patterns of a cat's whiskers against a soft blurred background. So wow, just take a look at these images. These are really, really beautiful. Like we have a very close-up shot to the cat's whiskers. You can see every hair, every detail is up to the mark. And if you go ahead and test out few of the more examples, so I'm gonna go ahead and type in my prompt that close-up of a lit match, capture the mode of a match is lit, focusing on the sparks and flame for the dramatic effect. Like you can go ahead and take a look at the prompt, right? Those are really, really simple, right? So I'm just typing in my detail like close-up, portray a close-up shot of a lit match, capture the moment of a match is lit, focusing on the sparks and flame for a dramatic effect. Okay, so this is just your prompt is gonna be, but you need to make sure that you are really, really unique with your prompts. Like you need to create stock images that are never created before. Okay, that is only the point. So our aspect ratio is gonna be 3:2. I'm gonna go ahead and input that, and I'm gonna go ahead and take one more example. So I'm gonna type as well that macro shot of a butterfly's wing, showcase the vibrant colors and patterns on a butterfly wings and all those details. We're gonna take aspect ratio as 3:2 once again. Paste it right over here, click enter, and let's just wait for these two outputs, okay? All right, wow, so take a look at these shots. So first of all, we have close-up of a lit match. So just take a look at these images. These are really up to the mark. Like take a look at the first one. So yeah, it looks really, really realistic. And yeah, these stock images you can easily sell like on Etsy without any problem. Like check out how beautiful and how realistic this looks, right? And then we have macro shot of a butterfly's wing. So yeah, just take a look at this. It's absolutely perfect, right guys? All right, so the next unique category that I have for you guys is perfectly positioned natural settings. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and play around with different angles for our perfectly positioned natural settings and get the unique shots that we can easily go ahead and sell on different platforms. So first of all, I'm gonna go ahead and take view from a bird's nest, because obviously though it doesn't exist, you cannot capture them really easily. So I'm gonna go ahead and say view from a bird's nest. Imagine the view from high up in a tree, looking out from a bird's nest, capture the surrounding landscape and all those details. And my aspect ratio is again gonna be 3:2. All right, guys. Okay, let's just hit enter and see the output. And meanwhile, we're gonna take one more example for you guys. So this I'm gonna go ahead and take inside a seashell. This one looks good too. So yeah, I've typed in from inside a seashell, visualize the view from inside a seashell, focusing on a spiraling pattern and the play of a light and shadow. Again, my aspect ratio is gonna be 3:2. All right, let's just go ahead and wait for both of these outputs. All right, so our first output is done, which was a view from a bird's nest. So take a look at these images. The first one looks really, really good. Then we have the second one. I'm not sure about this one, but the third one, wow, this is absolutely perfect, right? So yeah, these stock images, like they're really up to the mark. And meanwhile, if you take a look at our next one, so we have inside of a seashell. So check out the detail into that, like it's really, really realistic. So, with the new update of Midjourney V6, you don't have to be so much hard with prompts, like unless until you're creating some human portraits. So if you are like playing around with nature, creating stock images, so you just need to make sure your prompt should be concise. It should have that detail. It should be to the point. And, it should have all the details that you're looking for your images. So yeah, these images, oh yeah, these are absolutely beautiful and they look up to the mark, right? Okay, so the next unique category that I have for you guys is too close for comfort. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and take 2 to 3 examples. So first of all, let's just go ahead and bit more adventurous. So I'm going to type in my prompt that inside a shark's mouth, picture the view from inside a shark's mouth, focusing on the rows of sharp teeth and the ominous darkness beyond. Okay, and let's just choose our aspect ratio again to be 3:2. And let's just create this. And the next one I'm going to go ahead and take, which is going to be unique again. So a view from a top an elephant. Imagine the view from riding on the back of an elephant, capturing the vast landscape and all those details. Again, aspect ratio 3:2. All right, let's just input that. And let's take one last example. So this time I'm going to go ahead and say view from the edge of a cliff. Okay, so let's just input that prompt as well. Hit enter and let's just wait for 3 of these outputs. All right, so our first one is done, which was inside a shark's mouth. So I typed in a prompt like, it should be focusing on the rows of sharp teeth and the ominous darkness beyond. So let's check this out. Wow, the first one looks absolutely perfect. And take a look at the third one, right? So we have a very much detail on the shark teeth. So yeah, we have darkness beyond and everything looks to the point. Similarly, the fourth one, yeah, these images are really good for our too close for comfort. So that was our topic. So this is too close for comfort, right? So similarly, if you take a look at the other of our images, so yeah, here we have view from top of an elephant. Wow, take a look at the second one. This looks to the point and we can see like we have now the view from top of an elephant. So yeah, these stock images, these are really, really good, really unique, and these can really stand out for you guys. So if you want, you can simply copy my prompts. I'll provide you the link down below so you can get help from those, or you can be more creative and create yours as well in order to stand out in the market, okay? And similarly, the last one, which was view from the edge of a cliff. So just take a look at this. First one, the second one, and the third one. Wow, this is really, really good as well, right? All right, so let's jump to our next category, which is stand out from the crowd. So in that, you have to basically take a subject and that should stand out from the crowd. This is a really unique topic as well, so I've chosen that. So for that, I'm going to type 2 of my prompts. So the first one is going to be a red tulip in a field of yellow tulips. Okay, this is unique. Let's just input that. And the second one, I'm going to go ahead and take an example that a vintage car in a line of modern vehicles. All right. This one looks good too. Let's just go ahead and input both of these outputs and check out the results. All right, so check it out, you guys. So we have a red tulip in the field of yellow tulips, right? This is standing out from the crowd. Wow, take a look at the first one, then we have the second, then the third, then the fourth. There's no doubt in that, these can be a really good sale for you guys for your stock images, right? And if you take a look at the second one, so we have now a vintage car in the line of modern vehicles. I'm not sure about this one because these all look vintage. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Let's just go ahead and take one more example. So I'm going to go ahead and say a white colored sheep in a field full of blue sheep. Okay, let's just take this example instead of this vintage car one, and let's check it out. All right, wow. So check out these images, right? These are absolutely perfect, especially the second and the third one. Not sure about the first and the fourth, but yeah, the second one and the third one, these look really, really good to the mark, right? So now let's just go ahead and take a look at our next unique category, which is deadly encounter. So we're going to go ahead and type in the prompts like scuba diver, swimming great white sharks, or something like that. So it will be kind of a deadly encounter, things that you can do in real life. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and take first example, which is going to be close-up of a venomous snake. Picture of a close-up of a venomous snake is fangs bare, and all those details. It will be definitely a deadly encounter. And the next example, let's just go ahead and take skydiver in mid-air. Okay, this one is good for this category as well. All right, so this is our first output of close-up of a venomous snake. So yeah, take a look at this. The first one, second, third, fourth, all of these images are really, really beautiful, right? And let's take a look at the second one. So a skydiver in mid-air. So yeah, wow, this is absolutely perfect. Like take a look at this, how realistic this looks. Especially the second, third one. This is absolutely amazing, right? Okay, now let's jump to our next category, which is pretty yet painful process. Okay, this looks interesting. So it will be like, something really pretty, but it could be painful, so you cannot do in real life. So it can be like view underwater of a hand touching a jellyfish or something like that. So let's just go ahead and test this out, okay? So first of all, for the first example, I'm gonna go ahead and take holding a burning candle, all right? This looks interesting for this category. And for the next example, we're gonna go ahead and write diving into icy water, okay? This is good too. All right, let's just go ahead and check out both of these outputs. All right, so here is our first one holding up a burning candle. All right, so we have the second one, third one, fourth one. Yeah, all these images look really, really good. And then the second one, we have diving into icy water. Like, wow, this is absolutely fantastic. Like, check out the first image. Check out the expression of the man. Yeah, he's all shivering and everything. Looks like it's the icy water. And the fourth image, this is really, really good, right? Okay, let's jump to our next one now, which is going to be impossibly adventurous, okay? So for that, I'm going to go ahead and take two examples once again. So the first one, it is going to be in the middle or in the midst of a thunderstorm. Let's just go ahead and input this. And the second example, I'm going to go ahead and write view from inside a cave, okay? This looks good too as well, all right? Let's just choose our aspect ratio for that. All right, so here is our first output, which was in the middle or in the midst of a thunderstorm. So wow, take a look at these images, right? These are absolutely beautiful. So there is a man who is inside of a car. So he's facing a thunderstorm. So yeah, these images look really, really good. Like, wow, they are really, really realistic. And for the second one, we have view from inside of a cave. So wow, this is absolutely perfect. So we have kind of a jungle setting. The camera angle is inside of a cave. We have a tiger in this image and in the fourth as well. So yeah, this looks really, really up to the mark. So here you go, guys. This was a walkthrough of how you can go ahead and create amazingly looking realistic stock images through your Midjourney prompts. So yeah, if you're curious about the prompts, you can definitely check out. I'll provide you the link down in the description. So you can go ahead and take this prompt, test out in Midjourney, and go ahead and earn out of that by uploading them into different platforms, right? So I hope you like this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.